Welcome to day 12 about the Guru, which we have been seeing from Vijayadashmi Day. And today, the first verse will be Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidahine Atma Jnana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So here the poet speaks about Aneka Janma Samprapta. He says, whatever we are today, understand, is the accumulated result of numerous births, isn't it? It's as simple as this. In case if a person or a child has passed in an exam, or the child has scored less marks in the exam, it is the result of the last or previous 9 months, isn't it? It is proportionate to the efforts put forth in the past months. Some exceptions are there, I do understand. For example, just before the exam, the child got pox or typhoid and not in a position to write an exam. So then you might say, what happened to the 9 months effort? Yes, some exceptions are always there. But a larger perspective, you should understand that even that is because of some Purva Jarma samskaras. Somewhere down the line, behind something had happened. Therefore, it caused like this. The illness had to come just before the exam. That is all secondary. So, in general, Aneka Janma Samprapta, what? Karma Bandha Vidahi. So, here you say is Vidahine gets burnt off. So, all the effects of the previous birth gets turned into ashes. Like a bumper draw. A child hasn't studied anything, goes to the examination, just writes something, whatever flashes in his mind, and sees that he has come out in distinction or first class. Wow. So here, all the previous births, all the accumulated karmas, which are yet to reap. You know that karmas are of three types: Sanchita, Agami, and Prarabdha. Prarabdha is what we are undergoing now. Agami are those that are going to come later, which is in the warehouse. And Sanchita is that which is there. Or Sanchita is in the storehouse, and Agami as though that we are incurring. Whatever action that we do now, it gets piled up and goes into Sanchita, and from there it trickles down on subsequently. Isn't it? All these are burnt into ashes. And then what happens? When all these are turned into ashes, what happens? If all the impurities in the water are gone, what happens? The water remains pure and clean. RO, 60% of the water goes out and 40% of the water you get is the pure water that is edible or drinkable. Similarly, here, having burned up all this, what happens? Madhyanapradanen. He bestows the knowledge of the self. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. To that master I prostrate, or my salutations are on to. Which type of master? That master which burns up all the bondages, bandha, karma, bandha, vida, all the bondage, entanglements that I got into, which have been accumulated for millions of births, and gives self knowledge. Now, the next one. न भोगे न योगे न वावाजिराजौ न कान्तामुखे नैव वित्तेषु चिन्तम् मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किम्. Here, you see, the word na has been prefixed before everything. He says, Bhoge, Yoge, Vijaraja. So, he says, I am not interested in the delights and the passion of luxury, bhoga, external delights. The mind has shut down. How? Through the dispassion from attainments like yogic concentration, because I have withdrawn myself into my own self for yogic practices, and I have turned away from the external delights. It is all my possessions of the worldly things. It can be my acquisitions, worldly prosperity. It can be the beauty of the spouse, attraction towards the other gender or opposite gender. It can be the entire wealth of the universe. But just by withdrawing ourselves from everything and sitting tight, it is of no use. It is of no real merit until and unless the mind is not absorbed in piety and devotion towards the Guru. Bereft of this devotion, I tell you, of what benefit is anything? Even withdrawing ourselves from the sense pleasures are of no use. Of what benefit is it? Of what benefit? Just withdrawing. Just like a log. All these withdrawing things should get channelized and should get poured at the feet of the Guru, of the Master. Only then the life will be fruitful. case, we conclude here. Thanks for being with.